Hey there, and welcome to Utah. If you are thinking about making a move here to Utah, this video is for you. Everything that you should know before making a move, before relocating here to the Beehive State, and we're going to hop into it right now. Mariah Curla here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if this is your very first time here. I'm a licensed and active real estate agent here in Utah, and this channel is literally everything you need to know about eating, working, playing, sleeping, and living here in Utah. If that is of interest to you, consider subscribing down below and make sure you tap that bell for notifications so you're notified every week we drop a new video. We hear from people like you all the time who are looking to make a move, who are looking to relocate, buy or sell a property here in Utah, and we absolutely love it. So if you're thinking about making a move in a week, in a month, or even a year from now, feel free to give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, and it would be our absolute pleasure to connect with you. Also, if you are thinking about moving here and want a copy of our free Moving to Utah guide, comment down below the word guide, Guide, and we will send that over to you. So you're thinking about making a move here to Utah, and you want to know the good, the bad, the ugly. You want to know everything. Well, today I'm going to share with you some of the most important things that I think you should know before making a move here. Some of these things will hopefully save you some time, save you some money, and really help make your move as easy as possible. So number one, something you should know is the weather. Yes, here in Salt Lake City, we have 4 seasons. Yes, we have 4 seasons, and there are pretty 4 distinct seasons. Some of the seasons are a little bit longer than other ones. One of the seasons that's a little bit longer than I would like is winter. Yes, winter tends to last a little bit longer, but I'm telling you, this winter has been very mild, very mild. In fact, some of my kids are still going to school with shorts and a t-shirt, even though, I usually bundle up. But one of the things that you should know here about winter is for example, it snowed 2 days ago here in the Salt Lake area. And as you can see, a lot of it has melted. You still have a lot of snow in the mountains, but a lot of it down on the ground has melted. You get a ton of sunny days. Yes. So even though it is winter, you're still getting a lot of sunny days, which for many people, including myself, I love that. Fall season's probably one of my favorite seasons here in Utah. It doesn't last that long though. I wish fall lasted forever because it is just so magical. Beautiful color, the changing of colors, and you've got spectacular hikes and bike rides, and all of that is so nice. Summers here, I love summer here as well, because it seems like the summer nights just last a very long time, and the weather, it heats up during the day and then cools down during the night. So magical summer, really magical summers here. So you really do have 4 seasons moving here to Utah. Another thing that you should know is when we're talking about 4 seasons, the weather. The weather can change extremely fast, and it can be, like this today, and then tomorrow it might be a 55-degree day, or it could be a 32-degree day and it could be snowing. So it really just depends. The weather here changes really quickly. A lot of the locals say if you don't like the weather, wait an hour or two, and there's a good chance it will probably change. So the weather, the 4 seasons, that is something you should definitely know. Moving right along to the next one is the community feel. Yes, there is a strong sense of community here in Utah, in and around. When you're talking about a lot of the different cities and suburbs and a lot of the neighborhoods, there's a really strong sense of community. Many of the communities have a certain kind of festival every single year, and many times they'll have a fun run for the whole family or kids. They'll have different kind of carnival games. They'll have parades that happen throughout. So the strong sense of community is really phenomenal. For me, I'm a runner, and so I love running all the different races. And if you are a runner or you like racing, I'm telling you, all summer long, you could be running a race every single weekend. And when I got here, I was telling my husband, I'm like, oh, I want to sign up for this one. Oh, but then there's this one and this one. And many of these races, you run down these canyons, and there's streams of water on the side, and it just is so incredible. And I'm telling you, it seems like everybody from the community comes out, and everybody has their cowbells and they're cheering and they have posters and signs, and the community feel that you have here in Utah is unbelievable. I briefly just touched on this next one, which is just the outdoor recreation. If you are, if you enjoy living an active lifestyle, this is a phenomenal place to be. Like I said, I grew up playing soccer. I'm a runner. I love being active and outdoors. I like hiking. I like biking. I like doing all those things. Utah lends itself so nicely for that. It seems like during the fall, during the spring, during the summertime, we take our family out for bike rides. We go hiking all the time. The kids sometimes are like, wait, do we have to go on another hike? I'm like, it's so pretty. Like, let's go on it. It doesn't have to be anything hard. It doesn't have to be whatever. But the different hikes, the outdoor adventure here is so fun. The skiing for families, for kids, for anybody is amazing. You have world-class skiing, so many different ski resorts in and around the Salt Lake area, and then in Park City. If you are down in southern Utah, you've got Bryan Head, which is right outside of Cedar City. So just a lot in the way of, really a lot in the way of outdoor recreation. The next thing, speaking of outdoor recreation, are the parks. The parks and recreation here are phenomenal. I have never seen so many nice, clean parks that my kids are actually super excited to go to when I'm, like, okay, guys, which park do we want to go to today? They're like, oh, can we go to the space park? Can we go to this park? I mean, like, they have names for all the different parks. And those are just a lot of the local neighborhood parks. There are incredible state parks here too. And then not to mention the 5 national parks here, they call it the Mighty 5, which are all located in southern Utah. The parks are just phenomenal. And I know a lot of times in the summertime, we will go, so many of like the state parks too, some of them have different reservoirs and basically like a big lake that, we will take our family to. So fun. You can bring your stand-up paddle boards, you can bring your kayaks and canoes, and you just have the sea of, all these different paddle boards and kayaks, canoes. It is so, so fun. A lot of the different areas around too will have little ponds and lakes and stuff. And same thing, little sandy beaches that are there, which make for a really, really fun time to, hang out and enjoy the outdoors. I get asked this question a lot too, because I am a mom and I've got 4 children. The education, people ask me this all the time. Mariah, we're thinking about making a move. We've got, 1 kid, 2, 3, however many, and education is really important. So it depends on what you're looking for again, but I feel like we have been very, very pleasantly surprised with the educational system here in Utah. We've got kids all the way from middle school to elementary school, and have really seen a lot in the way of, differentiating. If you are looking at going the public school route, there are lots of great public school options. A lot of the public schools here too offer what is called open enrollment. If there is space at that school and it's not technically your homeschool boundary, you have the option to go there if there is space. People are like, what? I've never heard of this. Yes, so that's a really nice thing. Here in Utah, there are a lot of different charter schools. There are private schools here. So if you don't want to go the public school route, but you want to go private or charter, there's a lot in the way of that. And then in terms of universities, lots of different universities too. You've got right in Salt Lake City, you've got the University of Utah, you've got Weber State, you've got Westminster, you've got, if you're going more north, you've got Utah State. If you're coming down, lots of different universities in and around Salt Lake City. So hopefully that gives you a good idea. Like I said, we've been really happy with, the education that we have seen here in Utah. Let's move on to the next one. Something that you should know about, and I do talk about this on my videos just because it is something you should be aware of. In Salt Lake City, sometimes in the winter, usually in the winter time, we will get what is called an inversion. Basically, this smoggy air that blows in, sticks in the valley for a little bit until it gets blown out. Again, many times it doesn't stick around very long, but when it does, it can be a pain. A lot of people don't want to go outside. You can tell today air quality is great. It's a great day outside, but just be aware of that. So hopefully this gives you an idea when we're talking about, the community, the outdoors, the recreation, just all the different things that there are to do here in Utah. Many people are moving here for those exact same things. They want the sense of community, they want the outdoor recreation, they want the active lifestyle, they want to be, part of those different things. For us personally, I can only speak for us personally, but for us, it's been a phenomenal fit. And I sometimes joke around with my kids where I say, hey, do you want to move from, out of Utah? And they're like, well, why would we do that? We love Utah. So it's been, again, a phenomenal fit for my family and I. If you are thinking about making a move, relocating here to Utah, feel free to give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. It may be a fit, it may not, but at least you'll know. And if you are thinking about relocating and you want a copy of our free moving to Salt Lake, Utah guide, comment down the word guide, Guide, and I will send that over to you. Wishing you a fantastic rest of your day. We'll talk to you later. Bye.